Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface, and we're in the Sunset Brew Garden, which is the alternative questing hub that we had in the Dread Wastes. But it technically isn't, is it really? Because it might give you a choice of two areas to go, but when you've done one, you have to go and do the other. Unless you just want to level up by killing mobs and getting EXP that way, but that's never going to happen, is it? No. So, we've had a bit of a rough ride the last couple of videos, haven't we? I remember when I did the voiceover after I'd finished with the Shadow Pan, and I'd just got my head down and just battered through to do some footage. And I said to you guys when we first hit Dread Wastes, oh, there's some beauties here, there's some beauties. And I think I'd just killed the Kraken, the Leviathan from the last video, when I did the voiceover for that. So I might have been a little bit too optimistic, I think, because like I said, the last two vids we've been up against it. The anglers gave us a decent experience, nowhere near as good as the Shadow Pan by any stretch, but it was decent, and it ended really well with the whole Leviathan thing. It's just a shame that couldn't last longer. Maybe they could have given us, you know, loads of little ads that were popping up from the Leviathan as well to shoot down with the gun. It was, you know, just a little bit too late. And we start off today's vid with another kill quest. And I've promised myself something today. And I said to myself, Az, before you do the voiceover, because I know the footage, I don't know what I'm going to say, but I definitely know the footage that I'm going to be commentating on. And I just said to myself, come what may, for goodness sake, just entertain them today. They've had a rough ride. They really have. Just make sure that when they leave today's video, regardless of what quest you're doing, they're happy. So it's with a big smile on my face that I announce the next 4 quests for us to do. We've got a collect quest, followed by a collect quest, followed by a collect quest, and then to end it off, we've got a collect quest. Oh my goodness, I couldn't have scripted it any better if I tried. Oh dear, oh dear. Now, I remember doing this on my Warlock, and this quest I've got here was exactly to my Warlock what the turtle fillets yesterday was to my mage. It took me about 30 odd minutes to get 3 teeth, 3 of those Mushan teeth, and it was absolutely horrific. So when I thought about recording the footage for this, I was just like, oh god no, please god no. I can't do 30 minutes of Mushan bloody killing to show people. But look at that, I've only killed a couple, and I think I've got one straight away. So there was hope. There was a little bit of hope here. But I wouldn't. Well, there's one saving grace. Saving grace is a bit generous. There's one brief relief moment, and that's the fact that everything is quite condensed. Everything is all pretty much together, so I don't exactly have to go to the 4 winds to find all the items that they require. So we'll take that as a positive, shall we? We'll take that as something to be excited and happy about in this video. Jump us another tooth, for God's sake, I'm gonna cry if you don't. But fear not, we've got some very, very bizarre stuff coming on later on in the video. Look at that, 2 teeth. This is it. Can I live the dream here? Can I live the dream? And one of the quests is also to find some lost items. So I found some mug, I've got to find a keg, and I've got to find a missing picnic supply. Oh, Yogi, where's the picnic basket? I can't find the picnic basket. So I've got to do one of them as well. Now, these little dudes, I've got to get 100 of. They are so easy to kill. And if you manage to pull a biggie, then he will actually drop about 12. Harvest about 12 or so. Now, those little dudes, honestly, you can round up a massive wad of them. They take about 3 hits to die. Maybe 2. So if you've got any kind of decent AoE, they're down in the blink of an eye. So try and collect as many as you can, possibly can, together. Burn them down. You can get through this quest in absolutely no time. I'm not justifying the collection. I am just trying to find something to take any kind of relief from. Oh, And look at this, we've come across... Oh, Chen has found the body of Evie. Evie. Whirly. I'm so... Look, I should be sad for Chen, but the guy appears so infrequently in this expansion. I can't empathise with him at all. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not being cold, but it's just like he's popped up a couple of times maximum. I can't think of any other occasions. And then, look, I've got some dead people here. Alright. Fine. Unlucky. And I've got to go to the eulogy. So I don't know if I'm actually going to get any investment from that either. Because Chen, I don't care. Now, Chen Stormstout. I've got to big this guy up. Because he's the chappie in the opening cinematic, as I mentioned before. And somebody made a very, very interesting point on the Blue Forums. And they said, I find the opening cinematic a little bit misleading. And it shows a monk taking 2 people out ASAP without any problem. And this gives the wrong impression that monks are going to be severely overpowered. And Blizzard's response were, he's just, you know, he's not as if he's taken out a couple of Alliance leaders, or Garrosh and Varin, or anything like that. He's just taken out a couple of soldiers. By the way, there's 2 soldiers that he took out were Admiral Taylor, the head of the Alliance fleet, and General Nazgrim, the head of the Horde army. So yeah, just a couple of random soldiers, yeah. That drunken buffoon should easily be able to take care of those 2 people. I mean, what on earth is the head of the Alliance fleet and the general of the Horde army? What on earth are they? Duh. Incidental characters, surely. So, whoever does Blizzard's PR... Oh my god, get a new job, mate. So we handed in the quest, we handed in collect quests, and I just briefly jumped to the eulogy. I'm sorry, I didn't get anything out of it, Chen. Emotion, no. Heartstrings pulled out, no. No. I shed more tears at Mass Effect 3 than I ever will in an emotional moment in WoW. And they've sent me off to another area. So what we got? We've got a find quest, which is technically a collect quest, because we're picking up the 2 objects to find. We've got another collect quest, we've got a kill quest, and then we've got to find Han Stormstout, because Chen's going around trying to find all his relatives, and they're cropping up dead. And I can't find that anything but slightly amusing, so I'm really, really sorry about that, Chen, but, you know, stuff happens. So these dudes they're quite tough. If you get 2 or 3 at a time, they're fighting each other. I don't know what on earth they're fighting each other for. Whether or not they're just, you know, sparring for the sake of sparring, because as soon as I interrupt, then they both start leaping away at me. And they hit relatively hard. We all know that my mage isn't exactly what you'd call sturdy. It's not made of sturdy stuff. If it was a chest of drawers, it'd be made out of balsa wood. It's that kind of bad. But look, we live and learn. So this is nearly taken care of. Those picking up the trees are nearly taken care of. It's all pretty formulaic stuff. So I'm going to have to find the other item and then see where this Han Stormstout is. And one thing I will say is the quest for Han is brilliant. So all this dross that we've had to do so far today is not made up for in any capacity by this next up and coming quest for Han. But it is at least a moment of relief for me, because it was just horrendous to constantly do this on my... Look at me, I'm 8 bars away from level 90, and I'm doing stuff which I shouldn't even be doing at level 1, but there we go. So this is the chamber that Han is stuck in. Oh, ow, that hurts. So you got all these you got all these amber beams. You can't walk through them. They just knock you back and hurt. So I went to try and kill them, and then I went, oh, look, you can go under them. So you go down, you nip under it, you go down, nip under it again. It was good. It was an excellent idea, and I really, really enjoyed that. I thought, well done. It's just, again, such a shame. It's so infrequent, but I got a little bit too excited and I went one too many. Whoops, no, can't walk into that, remember. So there we go. There's the bit of amber that Han's stuck in. Do. Another relative bites the dust. Oh, I'm sorry, Chen. You're a drunk. What do you care anyway? So he's going to drag out this dude in the amber and we're going to move on to the next area. So, the Sunset Brew Garden. I'll tell you what, I would have preferred it if they got me drunk before giving me the quests. Then maybe things would have gone a little bit better for me. So let's hand these in, and where's it going to take us next? Well, I'll tell you what, if you're into any sort of psychotropic drug, then the next area is going to be right up your alleyway. And I'm not endorsing any use of drug, I'm just stating, okay? Because this is the area where I got Goklock Shell from on my Warlock. If you don't know, Goklock Shell is that funny item that makes you look like the Botticelli painting Birth of Venus. And you get it from the chief of this village. So here we are, look at them. All these little sprites. Not an Avatar ripoff at all, is it? But that was the quest that he gave me. The Goklock Shell as the quest reward. And he's not given it anymore. So where are all these items going, please? Where, that's the Kickable Keg and Goklock Shell now gone from the game. And yeah, how annoying is it that you got this massive seed in the front of your screen? Please! Come on, you could have made them hold it higher or something. But there are some interesting tweaks on a collect quest. Look, this is a fun little tweak. You've got the dudes running around with them. You pick up the item and then they go and drag it back with their laser beams. And then it's got another little tweak on a collect quest. Here, look. You click on the little fairy type thing and it starts spewing out these rainbow effects. And you've got to catch them to collect them. Which is, I like that. A nice, interesting little tweak. It's best to do it if you're mounted, though, not if you're on the ground. If you're mounted, I try and grab it when I'm on the ground. I don't do so well. But when you're mounted, you do tend to pick up a lot more, as you can see. Yeah, so that was a nice little tweak on a collect quest. And then we've got to kill 2 of these guys, but they're not roaming around. You've got to look for that sort of splashing effect on the floor. Walk over it and it will spawn them from the ground. They'll emerge from the ground and then they'll start attacking you. So a nice little tweak on a kill quest. So again, it's not, it's not phenomenal stuff, but it's just like just a couple of tweaks and stuff begins to feel slightly more interesting again. So why do we have so much generic rubbish? And well, I personally think Blizzard have run out of time to get this expansion out. I think they've needed to have more time because we saw the terrible Alliance and Horde starting zones from when we first joined the beta. They were terrible. It is showing in one of my previous videos. So I would advise that you go and look back at it and then compare it to what they did now. And then they've also changed a lot of things in Town Long Steps, a lot of quests there, to try and improve the experience. And I just think they ran out of time because of Guild Wars coming out and whatnot, and they needed to be competitive. Remember, they launched Patch Day on the official, or pretty much the official launch day for Guild Wars 2. That came out on the 28th officially. Patch Day in the US was on the 28th. It was the 29th if you're Europe, because we always come second. Not going to comment further on that. But yeah, so I think they just run out of time and they're trying to stop any people hemorrhaging over from WoW to Guild Wars 2. Now I've ordered a copy of Guild Wars 2 and it's going to be arriving either hopefully tomorrow, Saturday or Monday. I bought it for £13.99. Yeah, £13.99. How did I get that price? Well, I had just a load of reward points saved up from game, and I'd never used them. So yeah, nice little reduction on that. So I'm going to start doing some Guild Wars 2 videos, and then comparing to how they fare up against WoW, and WoW's questing experience. And remember, Guild Wars 2 doesn't carry a subscription fee, you just pay for the game. And as far as I'm aware, and correct me if I'm wrong here guys, but as far as I'm aware, they don't also carry microtransactions either, It is purely, you buy the game, you play everything. If we do an expansion, you play for that, you pay for that, and that's how we do it. That's their MO, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. So is that going to be any better than this? We're going to start finding out pretty damn soon. And also, it's going to be interesting to see if Mr. Pandaria pull that amount of people back from Guild Wars 2 when they release in just about a month's time. But this is where we're going to wrap the video up for today. I'm just going to take care of these quest ads around, there we go, the next Paragon, who's in his amber casing. And after I've killed these dudes, I'm just simply running back to Sunset Brew Garden to hand them in. So I hope you've enjoyed the vid. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you all very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.